What is going on there, guys? Your boy Red King 508. We back at it again. Now, I think it's been like a hot minute since I talked about Weather and Waves. I haven't talked about it since it was told that it was coming to PS5. Now, I know I haven't released any gameplay during the PS5 release, but since then, dude, I've been cooking with it. I did the what was it? The Jinjo uh, arc. I thought that wasn't too bad, but after that, right? Then you go to the Rinacita arc. So let me just kind of break this down. I will admit I was blown away by basically just the storytelling, the choreography, the pacing, the lore. There is no, even the character development I felt was there. I honestly feel like Kuro Games literally cooked with 2.7. I think honestly, here's how I feel about the whole Runacita arc in its entirety. Um, I think they cooked in from 2.0 to 2. Yeah, from 2.0 to 2.7, they cooked. Because I honestly felt like when we got to Renacida at 2.0, it literally felt like, alright, this is a new chapter. This is going to be something either good or something bad. Like, we don't know. Because at the time, um, after Jinjo, we didn't really know what was going on. I mean, we had Black Shores and everything, and I thought that was really nice. But then they hit us with Renacida, and we were all caught off guard. Like, whoa, they just released a new region. The game made out in like freaking a year. So it dropped. Um, Honestly, I think 2.0 was like, all right, steady. You know, we got some new information about the Blessed Maiden and all this other shit. So it was like, all right, well, this I like where this is going. Let's see how it goes, right? And then 2.2 kicked in, and when I tell you they cooked in 2.2, brother, go, yo, that inverted tower quest, honest to God, was by far the best because, bro, you it that that quest's been out for like a hot ass minute. So anybody watching this, listen, it's already been out. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it on YouTube or Twitch or whatever platform y'all using. I'm pretty sure it's been out, so y'all probably seen it by now. If not, then please, while you watching this video, please go play for yourself. Um, but I felt like 2.2, their story was really heating up. Like, it was really heating up. Like, it felt like the build up for something grand and for something that was like it 2.2 had you on an emotional roller coaster, and then 2.3 you had Chikona and her backstory. I thought that was nice, and plus you got a chance to see Cristoforo uh, during that patch, and then 2.4, the Septimont arc. Well, Septimont, yeah, like, you know, just the Septimont part, like, you know what I mean? So we go to Septimont, and when I tell you the story there was even crazier, dog, that one scene where Carthage is fighting the Um, oh my god, why am I forgetting her name? Dude, like she's fighting that one Tacit Echo, like brother. She went ham. She hit him with the spiritual pressure. Like, dude, if anybody's never seen Bleach, I highly recommend going back and look at Bleach because, dude, they did that Bleach. Like, brother, I was losing it. I was literally going so crazy from that. That was great. That was just great. Um, 2 point, yeah, so 2.4 happened. 2.5 was kind of the closing act to like Septimont City and going into the Sanctus Plateaus. So I was like, oh shit, well, here we go. Now we're really heating up. So after that, right, what was that? 2.6 was the Verlova story. So I know Verlova's story is. I know a lot of people have talked about it, but to be fair, and this is how I feel about it, I feel like Verlova, like how her story was, doesn't get talked about enough. I think her character development after her story was even better because she, to me, just hit different. Like she didn't join the she didn't have a choice to join the Fraxley. She just basically joined them for the sake of her family and friends because they had all died, and she felt okay if I get the Thenodian's power, then I can bring her back. Well, I bring them back at least. Um, it 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 hit different, and it was just like, damn. Like there's nothing we could do. We're caught in this struggle, and on top of that, she was sent to the depths. Then on top of that, right, you fight Federico, which had the hardest, dude. 2.2 had the hardest song. Then it was what was it? 2. Was it 2.4? I think it was 2.5. That was hard as well. Then 2. What was it? 2.6. 2.6 had the hardest song I could ever I've ever listened to. Right? Then you get the 2. What was it? No. So it was 2.5 still. And then 2.6. 2.6 was the Satan's Plateaus for Luno and Augusta. So we did Augusta's story. And Augusta's story is kind of wild. It is. Like, the Thenodian was really trying to corrupt her to be, like, the next like vessel for the Leviathan, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So it's been going at her since she was a child. Like, brother, that's insane. I just felt like 2.7, right? So my initial thought when I saw 2.7, I thought 2.7 was okay, it's the end game. We gotta go up against the Leviathan. We have to literally kill it somehow, some way, or find a way to like seal it like Nine-Tailed Fox style, dude. Because at this point, ain't nothing we've done is keeping that thing away. So something's gotta give at that point, right? So here I am. I'm like, all right. So we do the quest, right? Obviously, we see Galbrina and all this other stuff, and we didn't know the plan to literally deal with Leviathan until afterwards. Carthea is quote unquote dead, but first of all, when I saw that, I lost my shit. I lost my shit because I love Carthea because she has been from the start to the finish, she has been the one thing keeping us engaged with the Rinacita arc, right? Because her story is beyond wild than anything else, and that's why I love that 2.2 quest, because it told us a lot about her beef with the Leviathan. Obviously, everything that led up after that with Imperador, it just like everything seemed to um, come together, and it was just perfect because then after that, right, we fight Leviathan. We got that Avengers Endgame, like like Avengers assemble, so we can like literally kick this thing's ass. First of all, it took shape of Carthia's fleur de lis form, which was wild work. I mean, it's not ideal because I think out of all the Leviathan's creations, um, Carthia was like the most successful. So I can see why it took shape instead of taking Mia's shape. Like, you know what I mean? I think it tried, but it just failed. But it was by far good. And then the cinematic after that, dude, I felt complete after that because I was like, wow, dude, out of all that, we finally reached the end game, and it was exactly what I thought it was. You know, no more Threnodian hovering over fucking Rinacita. Everybody in Rinacita can now live in peace and harmony and all this other shit. Even the people of Septimont, like it felt like a real end game. It felt like we finally won. We reversed Thanos' snap in the first half to undo what Leviathan did with the Dark Tide. It was just well done. Like, Kuro Games, you outdid yourself with the Rinacita arc. You really did. It was no if, ands, or buts about it. You guys did a phenomenal job. From the characters, to the story, to the lore, to the freaking sceneries. Dude, each place you went to in Rinacita was popping. It was popping from the Inverted Tower to Septimont to the Sanctus Plateaus to freaking what is it? To every part of Rinacita. It looked so good. It had different like night themes or day themes or whatever. It had everything. I loved it. It felt unique. It felt like a new, like each place you went to, you were just mesmerized by the whole environment. And I was like, wow, this really hit different. Um, I thought the characters overall, my favorite characters out of the Renacida arc, and I'll go in order, right? So I like Carlotta because I think she was definitely unique. She's kind of like that that one girl that you sit there and you just look at her and you're like, wow, she really is stunning, and she like takes you and literally does like everything with you, and then you're just like, wow. Um, Zani wasn't too bad. She's like that one friend that you know just had it rough, but in the end, she's still successful. Brant, Brant was my homeboy. I love Brant. I think Brant was just he was cool. He was a cool character. Rochia, her backstory after I did her quest was so tragic. I nearly cried, dude, and I literally was like clenching my fist because I'm like, you know, wow, like if it wasn't for Brant or anybody else, Like, I don't know if she would have been alive. So it just told me everything I needed to know about that. Um, and then of course you had what is it? Cantarella. Cantarella. I think for her, she was. She caught me off guard with the whole poison thing. I was like, dude, what are you doing with poison? Hello? No. Phoebe was, she was funny. She had her moments, but she was funny. Um, was it Chicona? Chicona was just, she was, ah, dude. At first her song was very soothing. It was very like, I rock with it, you know. And then after I did like the summer quest and everything, I loved her quest. I just think that knowing her backstory in that quest was just phenomenal. I took some screenshots and I love those screenshots. I'm saving them. I saved each moment in the quest in Rinacita, and I just think that it was definitely hitting. Um, so then we go to the Septimont side, right? My favorite character out of that Septimont quest was Luno, and I'll tell you why. Because after after 2.6, I sat there and I was like, ain't no way. Like, she, at first when they didn't show her, I was very like confused. I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is she here? She should be here, right? And then all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, oh no. Like, she literally sacrificed herself for the win. She literally became the sacrificial lamb for the win. I was like, no way, bro. Like, and I remember she was like, she sacrificed a piece of her existence every time she uses her resonance ability. I was like, oh, hell no. And then when we see her, she fades away. I'm like, no, dude, come on. Come on. Come on, bro. That's a bull. So, to rescue her and to bring her back, obviously people forgot about her, but to bring her back, you can still go into the chaos and like hold hands with her. I thought that was a Kuro, you outdid yourself with that. I love that. That was perfect. That was flawless work. I literally nearly just like, I had my hand in my head. I had my head in my hands. And I was like, wow, I'm blown away by that little detail that they put in there. That was awesome. So you can still go back and do it. I personally do it because, you know, I just like hanging out with her. You know, obviously I have her. I have her on my roster and everything. Um, Booing was my second favorite character in Septimont because I just like her flow. Her flow was just so good. Um, she even called me boss. I like that. That was awesome. But I just liked her flow. Her flow was just so smooth. Her personality was so cool. Um, she's like, if I had BFF, I want Booling as my BFF because it's like, dude. Like, we be hanging out and we be chilling, we be vibing, we be talking some shit afterwards. Like, yes. So I am excited to see that they're gonna make her playable. She is a 4-star, so I'm hoping I get her at when I get to the new region at some point. But overall, I just like that. So for Loba was interesting. I tried pulling for her and I could not. I was so pissed. I was like, wow, dude. Like, I was so pissed I couldn't get her. She went, G-Win, or fucking, I feel like I'm fucking up his name. But, I just call him Blind Man. I'm sorry, but that I can't say his name correctly. I'm sorry. I thought he was cool when he showed up and he One Piece Scar. Scar was literally quivering in his boots when he literally saw a blind man come out. He was talking shit, and he still whooped Scar's ass because Scar was literally on his back foot, literally just trying to survive. That was so fucking funny as hell. Um, but I think my one favorite character out of all the Rinacita arc was Carthea, because I think Carthea, she, like I said, she was the glue that held this entire arc up, and it should be. Kuro made it so that she could be like the main reason why we succeed at the end of the day, because it's kind of like I don't think Jinshi got that same treatment, because we at the end of the day we didn't know what was going on in Jingzhou at the time, because it was like a lot of stuff was happening real fast, so it was kind of it caught me off guard. But overall, I would say the Renacida arc was just so good, from the story to the lore to the songs to just the environment. I give that an A plus. The characters, their story. That's an A plus in my opinion. It really hit different. So Kuro Games, I my hats off to you. Um, I'm looking forward to the next region. Like I said, I know they got a new character, Chisa. I think that's her name. I think it's Chisa. Uh, Ch- yeah, Chisa. Yes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she is. I'm looking forward to seeing what she does. I'm looking forward to her story in general. Like, I'm really looking forward to the new region. Um, I think that overall, I'm looking forward to the Sentinel that's in that new region. To be honest, I thought Imperador, um, and the stuff leading up to the end game, how he and how it and Leviathan merged, and literally he was the only thing that was holding Leviathan back, was insane. And then of course they ended up dying, and it was tough. But at the end of the day, I really liked um, Renacida. I think Renacida, for me, I think it was just peak all the way around. You know, a lot of people might not like certain parts. You have your own opinion. I'm just gonna stick with mine. Um, it was peak. It was peak. If nothing else, you know, it definitely showed us what good writing and good animation, along with good themes and lore, can contribute, and it did not miss. I don't think it missed one time, outside of maybe 2.1, but from 2.0, from then to 2.2, and from then on, it just was peak all the way around. There's no other way around that. Um, but I will try to do a new. I will try to do some videos on it when the new region drops, because I think when the new region drops, I'm gonna be really interested in seeing what happens from the story there to its end game, because I think that an end game like this one had really showed what they're really capable of, because we already know how far I just think that overall you should always have characters that show up in clutch time, and some of these characters did. They showed up in clutch time, and I like that. I like that. I like the characters. I like how everything ended. It was perfect. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts. Did you guys like Rinacita? Like, if you did, what was your favorite moment? What was your favorite patch? Was it 2.2? Was it 2.4? Was it 2.6? Was it 2.7? Like, let me know. Like, let me know you guys' favorite moments from Rinacita. In my opinion, my favorite was 2.2. I love the inverted tower. I love the theme. I like the stakes. I like the battle. I thought it was nice. I thought that one was pretty cool. And we got to learn about Carlothea's backstory. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to go hit that like button. Make sure to go subscribe to the channel for more. I'm going to be doing Genshin Impact. What? See, this is how long it's been. So I'm probably gonna be like 6.1. I believe we're at 6.1. I could be wrong, dude. I'm so fucking lost where we are at this point. The next non-cry quest. I'll be doing the next non-cry quest when it drops. I'm just looking forward to Colbina and all this other shit. So, and I'm trying to pull for Nefer. So, I'm not close. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to go hit that like button. Make sure to go subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out. And peace.